Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a drawing using the Pastel oil pastels. I did a video yesterday where I talked about my favorite drawing supplies, and the Pastel was one of the things I mentioned. So I have some toned tan sketchbook paper by Strathmore that I'm going to be using. And I also have some things that I saw you can use to blend the oil pastels with. So I have some blender stumps by Derwent that I'm going to try out, and I have some cotton swabs that I'm going to use because I saw that you can use those to blend. So I'm just going to play around. I also just have different supplies that I thought I could scratch or try to create texture with. And my inspiration today, and this is just a loose inspiration for my drawing, is going to be this artwork by Henri Matisse or Henri Matisse, and this is one of his most famous paintings. So I am going to try to recreate this, but in my own style, because I don't want to copy someone else's style, but I do love his faces. And we're going to play around. Now, if you don't have oil pastels to play around with, feel free to grab whatever art supplies that you have and draw along with me. So we are going to get started. I have the 24 set of oil pastels that I'm going to be using, and I chose the tanned paper just because why not? I have it sitting around, and I figured I could try to use it, and that way I won't have to try to figure out so much skin tone. Although this painting is just a lot of greens and yellows, which I thought was kind of cool. So we're gonna map in her ear. I tried to do her face quite low so I could get that large hat in, but we're going to map in the face. And I don't know if I'm going to keep her face as angular as what we see there. And we're going to get the eyes in. I'm just going to map out the nose. I kind of wanted this to look like that, but if you don't see it when I'm drawing it, what's the point really? We're mapping in the shapes of her face and her hair, and her neck comes out from the ear, and then she's got like, oh, that's her arm. That is very hard to see that is her arm. That is so interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try to get her arm. Her arm is a little shorter. I'm making it a little bit longer. So I've just made her hands like a little bit longer than what he had, but that's okay. We're allowed to take artistic license with what we're drawing. And her hand is on the arm of a chair. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to leave her hat. I don't know what is going on with her hat, but I'm just going to leave it for now. And now I'm going to start to map in the colors that I see on her face, which is, actually, should I put the eyeball in? I think I'll put her eye in first before I do that. She's just kind of looking to the left, and there's no black there, so I want to really make her mouth. I'm going to map in the lips. Now it looks a little bit orange there, but I'm going to use red. And whoops, well, she's got a lighter color at the bottom, but I just kind of went a little wild there. And I'm going to try to use some of the colors, and I'm just going to play with some of the shades. He's got like a yellow. Now I used the black, so I know that the black is going to be blended in. That's more of an orangey color, but I'm just going to go with it and do what I can. I'm going to put that in there. Let's see if we can get some different shades in for her skin tone. I might play with it a little bit and add some more color on top of it later, but I'm going to do a bit of my own thing right now. And I like how he has like a lighter, he definitely tried to draw the shadows in there, but I'm just right now going to do my own thing. And there's a darker yellow here. Now I know he added some blue on top and a lighter color here. I'm gonna go in with this teal blue that he's got on the side of her face, and he's got it down her nose, down here. He's got a little blue here, right here as well. I'm just going to try to make her face, like I think her nose is down too far, but that's okay. And then he's got like quite the green down here. He's got like green. I want her nose to be, there we go. Then he's got some green here. I don't have her lips up high enough. Now there's a blending stump. And I'm just blending it in. I'm actually trying to get her lip up a little higher, but I do like the way this blending stump works. I'm going to blend her lips a little bit. I definitely like how this blending works. I might actually blend it before I color it in here. Definitely need some more blending sticks if I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis. I know it's not the same because I'm doing it in my own style. I'm just using the overall shapes for my art, and I'm going to try to mimic some of the colors. He's got sort of some white here, and I'm going to put some down here because I feel like I made her lip too big, so I'm just putting it in there. And I'm also, he's got like some white here, he's got a lighter color here. I'm adding some lighter shades there. And he's got like the light blue right there. I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of pink because that's what I feel like doing. And you can also use a Q-tip. I wonder how to blend it in a bit. And there's lots of little crumbs on this, but I know it's because the Faber-Castell is more like crayons. It's not the same kind of creamy texture as other brands. That's what I've read. I don't really use a lot of other brands, but I'm really just playing around with this. The next thing is he's got, her hair's an orangish reddish color, so I'm going to just map in this orange, and I'll add some red to it after. And it's orange down here as well. He's got a little orange here, and there's orange down here. He's got like a yellowy orange here. I'm just mapping this color in. It's almost like she has some kind of green dress on. There's brown here. Now I drew her arm in there because I didn't like how short her arm was here, so I just extended it a bit. And she's got some kind of like thing going on there. I think that's part of her dress. I think I like blue. And she's got a blue hat. I'm going to make this blue. And I'm actually, I don't know, is that fruit in her hat? I have no idea what is in her hat. And her hair out here. And I think what I'm going to do is put flowers in her hair, or in her hat versus whatever fruit's going on there. I might actually put something there. Whoops. Question is, can I make this work? I don't know. I did adjust the colors because I don't even know if that's fruit in her hair. I think it's supposed to be fruit in her, and I'm sorry, fruit in her hat. So I like flowers, so I added flowers. This is just inspiration, and I did try to play with some of the colors, and I'm not sure if I want to add all these colors around because the greens that are here, I added here. I didn't even put her arm in yet. You barely even see her hand here. One of the things I said in my last video with Matisse is he doesn't really do details with the hands, and you can see how he kind of played there. Maybe she's wearing gloves. Maybe that's part of her outfit. I just rip up this blending stump because, again, I'm playing. So if you're, I'm just playing with what I have. I'm not going out and buying anything new. And I just want to see what I can do, and it's okay if it makes a mess. I kind of like the mess. One of the things I have seen people say, and I don't have other oil pastels, but I have seen people say how it leaves little flecks and stuff. I'm assuming it's because I'm putting layer on top of layer, but I have heard that as a comment regarding these Faber-Castell oil pastels. But for me, since I'm playing, these are extremely affordable and I'm just playing around with them, so it doesn't bother me that much. And I'm actually going to try to add some shapes to her flowers, just give it sort of the look there. I kind of like this. I think I'm gonna have to get more oil pastels. Now, I'm not a huge fan of her lips. I like that he has a darker color and the light, like a lighter color. But again, I feel like I've layered so much on top of this that it's not really going to blend. I do like the way that kind of turned out. This is the final painting. I added some of the lines that I saw that were in his painting. I replaced those fruits with flowers just because I felt like it. And I added some of these lines. I tried to add some of these lines with inside my painting to sort of try to give it the same feeling with respect to colors and shapes as Henri Matisse. I did add my own spin on it, of course, with the flowers. And I don't usually work with oil pastels, but that was a lot of fun. And I used the Faber-Castell oil pastels, and I had some like blending stumps and things to try to bring it together. I think I might invest in some more oil pastels and maybe try a different brand. I'd love to know what you guys think, if you gave this a try, and if you like oil pastels, let me know. Thanks so much and have a great day.